If you are IMM, the world is wide open to you, because all you need is how to become IMM and to pass it on to other people with your own experience, with your own being the role, with yourself as a role model, with your own knowledge and your competence. If you duplicate your IMM, that takes you everywhere. And I will show you later to break that down. By the way, how long did it take you to become an IMM? Who of you made it in 1 month? Hands up. Who of you became IMM in 1 month? Hands up. Congratulations. Super accomplishment. Who of you, it took 3 months? Look, many hands coming up. Super job. So who of you needed more than 9 months to become IMM? Congratulations. You see my hand here? 10 months. For me, 10 months. 10 months it took me to become IMM. So I was definitely not the fastest, right? It took me a while to figure it out. And I can tell you, it doesn't matter if it was 1 month, 3 months, or 9 months. It's not about how fast you make it. It's about how consistent you move on. Everything you learned, to do it again and again and again, and not stop to do it. It took me 3.5 years to become the #1 distributor in the company. I've never done direct sales before. I had no clue. It took me 10 months to get to a position that you wouldn't name IMM today. It took 3.5 years to be the #1 distributor in the company, to be in charge of 50% of the total turnover of this company, doing more than $1 million a month. And some of you have seen the video where I received the recognition for that. And there was no magic dust. Today, there's no secret, there's no miracle dust. One of the biggest success stories in Germany, in supermarkets, is Aldi. I had the privilege about 25 years ago that I was invited to Aldi, and I had the chance to talk to one of the procurists in their international headquarters. There was a person working for Aldi for a long time. And I was super curious to learn from Aldi. And when I walked out there, I had learned a lot to help Piemnational to become what we are today. But that's not the important part of the story. The important part of the story is, soon later, there was a journalist writing a book about the secrets of Aldi. It says the 12 secrets of Aldi. I did read that book, and it was true. And soon after that book was published, another journalist interviewed Albrecht Aldi, one of the Aldi brothers, and asked him, "Are you not scared that there's now a book published about the secrets of Aldi? So now it's out, the secret, and so other companies can compete with you, and they can do it." He was very relaxed. And he answered, he said, "It's one thing to know it, it's another to do it. It's one thing to know it, it's another to do it." So, to know how it works is one thing, but you need to take action. You know about positive thinking? There's books about positive thinking. And it's right. It's good to have a positive attitude and to see the chance in your life and to see not a problem but a challenge. It's not worth a penny if there's no action involved. You cannot talk the road, you need to walk the road. And you can also not think the road. You have to do it. So that's the only way to get to your goal. You need to walk the full 100 yards. You have to go the full stretch. Or how I look at it, you go straight up on the mountain, you get to the peak, or die, but never look back. That was how I approached it. When I started Piemnational, that was the way I looked at Piemnational. I said, up on top of the mountain, or I die, but I never look back. There's only one plan. It's a plan A. A plan B is just not allowed. Because when you look in a plan B, it's your first excuse. It will immediately weaken you down. Okay, as a fisherman, what is my hobby? I learned that the fish needs to like the bait, not the fisherman. So whenever you look at it, you need to think about, I am the person who doesn't much about PM. I am the person who is brand new. So you need to look at it as a person sitting on the other side of your table or being at the other side of your FaceTime online presentation. And what I learned in the early stage as a salesperson was, if you have somebody in front of you and you ask the person at the end of your presentation, Fitline offers you a unique, holistic, premium product concept for health, fitness, and beauty from inside and out. Do you agree? Yes? Yes? Do you agree? Do you agree? Okay, and you get this while you're doing this yourself, then set a hook. And if you can make that happen 7 times in a row, deal done. Subconsciously, statistically, subconsciously, if ever somebody is doing to you 7 times this, yes, 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 it's a closed deal. So if you do a presentation and you get that 7 times, then get that deal done. There is nothing more to sell. It's already a done sale. Just sign the paper. That person is more ready than it can ever be. So one more short thing. Our success is about urgency. And the first 30 days are the most important in a life of being a distributor of PM International. You know, once a year, typically, I talk about the story of PM International. When I talk about the story of PM International, it's connected to myself. And so when I speak about it, you always hear that I learned as apprentice car mechanic. And during that time, I was working even in the evening and made extra money and enjoyed a nice lifestyle. But my parents had a plan with me. My father, he wanted me to follow in his footsteps. So there was a plan to go to the university and to study. The university was in a different place. And for that reason, I had no opportunity to make the money repairing cars anymore. So from a nice lifestyle as a young guy, I dropped to a totally different lifestyle as a student. And I was desperate to get back to my old lifestyle. That's when I ran into a mechanic who was driving my dream car, BMW 3 Series convertible. And when I saw the car and he told me he's doing direct sales, I thought if he can do it, I can do it. I had the goal to make an extra 250 euro a month. And he told me that I can even make more like that. So me believing that if he can do it, I can do it, I signed in as a distributor. Next day I was scared to take the first step, but the burning desire to get back to my old lifestyle was stronger. So I started to talk to people, and you know what? After 1 month, I not only had 250 euro earned, I had 400 euro earned. And for a student in my age, that made a dramatic difference, got me back to where I was, and was basically the start of a huge career. So that's named a testimonial. Yeah? And it's a testimonial about what? It's a testimonial about my first 30 days, right? I'm not talking with you about my testimonial today. This testimonial was a reason that I got as a leader where I got. I never forgot about it. I never changed it. If you have somebody new sitting in front of you, most of these people are interested in 250, 500, 600, 800 euro of income. If you have your own result, with your own pride, with your own excitement delivered to a third party, then the strongest you can do is sharing your excitement to get other people excited. So I'm not telling it for you. You may have your perfect testimonial. But what is even more important is every new distributor needs one. So it's not about signing people in. It's about empowering leadership. And that starts from the point 0. And there's a couple really important points involved into that. When we sign somebody in, we need to make sure, first note, that they get positioned right. And for me, if somebody wants to make that money, there's only one place. It's a key position in the comp plan. So that's a manager. And so to become fastest way, a top earner in retail and to have the maximum income, it's a quick start. Because then you have your first products to sell. And with a virtual warehouse, hey, that's no risk at all. And even without the virtual warehouse, it's no risk at all. But next, and that's where the difference is made, little things make a difference. Today we have a free Fitline app, right? We have a free Fitline app. So next thing I would do with every new one, make sure that they have their free Fitline app. I say, congratulations, great decision. So now, let's do the next step. You know, you have products, you will start using them because it will give you your first success testimonial. And so that you never forget it. And think about how hard it is. Today, when you look on order ships, all the ones that get canceled, you have now the opportunity, everybody has the opportunity to write the reason. We're asking for it. And what do we get is 40% of the cancellation of order ships is for one reason. I still have products. How can that happen? It's a 30-day supply. So how can you have products left after 30 days? And so now we need to go from theory to reality. How long did it take for our children to brush their teeth on their own without us remembering them every time? How long does it take us when we have a new habit to take it on? Or a change of habit? It's a tough call. So buying the product doesn't mean automatically that our customer or team partner is using the product. So now we have tools to make sure that they do that. And I mean, if you can decrease your retention by 10%, it will be 100% more sales after 2-3 years. Just because for the interest of interest situation as an outcome of it. So a little difference in the retention makes a major difference on the long run in building your business. So you have a free tool, the Fitline app. So activate the Fitline app together with a person before that meeting is stopped. If it's online or offline, doesn't matter. Make sure that the notification is activated. You can choose the time. What time in the morning, what time in the evening. Get remembered for the power cocktail in the morning. Get remembered for the restaurant in the evening. Do it. It's the next step. Then they need to start to use the product. You need 3 contacts to get started with them. First appointments. That they get their first customers and the first team partners. Looking for key people in the key position. And then it's just about building a basic 5 levels deep to get an IMM out. It's 100% out of your control. It's 100% in your control. You can make that happen because your first level and your second level people you know. The first level you're signing in yourself. The second level is an outcome of the people you're working with. That causes an IMM, total control. I understood that message. When I learned it, I did it. And when I learned it and I became an IMM, I worked with my people on exactly this working method. What is named simple, successful. There's no magic dust. 2 IMM additional brings me already on a vacation. I'm on a world tour. I travel the world, paid a vacation for getting 2 people involved just in a period of 12 months, doing the same as I just accomplished. 5, and I'm a president's team. Some people will wonder, yeah, okay, me 10,000, 5 people doing 10,000 makes only 60,000. That's theory. The practice is, if you do that on the way to get number 5, your number 1 may be VP or EVP, or he's even already president's team himself. And the number 2 is on the road too, because you're living it, you're a role model, you're doing it on a daily basis, and your people will exactly do what you do. They're not doing what you're talking, they're doing what you're doing. You're the role model. You show up to them. So it's there for all of you. We have seen the market is big enough. The opportunity is there. It just needs the discipline, the burning desire, the focus, and to walk the full 100 yards, and you're there. Is it easy? No, it's not easy. Is it doable? Yes, it's doable. Will there be obstacles? Yes, there will be obstacles. Will there days where you would think you just woke up with the wrong leg? Absolutely. Does other people have the challenges too? Yes. It's not just you, it's everybody. Because we are living in the same world, we are dealing with the same products, we are having the same business opportunity. It's the same for all of us. But there's a unique opportunity. You are part of it. You're sitting here in the front row. You're getting this message directly. A lot of these things you already know. And I'm just reminding you. But you're in the powerhouse of the direct sales industry. You're working with the companies that grows like hell over the world. You're touching life quality for people, millions around the world. You're changing lifestyles for millions in the world. Be proud of what you're doing. Take it out. Whatever people say, don't care. You know better. You know what it's doing for you, and you know what it's doing for others. So take the opportunity and just do it. And you will get there.